Welcome to another episode of Big TV. This is your host, Dr. Jazzy, and today we're going to be talking about the dawn of the dead animals, them bringing back the extinct, animals. So I'm going to go back in time a little bit because there's some scientists who are trying to do it again. But it started with back in 1998. Okay. There was a team of Spanish and French scientists who brought back a bucardo or a Pyrenean ibex, a type of wild goat. If I mispronounce that, correct me. I would love to know how to pronounce it. So they got together. It was in 98 when they first got together. They found out about the Pyrenean ibex and they found the last one, which was a female. It's a type of wild goat. And so they caught her. They put a electronic collar on her, a tracking collar. And about 9 months later, they got this long beep, which indicated that she had passed away. When they found her, she was crushed under a tree, but her cells were still alive. So what they did is they took her cells and they made baby juice. And I'm gonna give you a little bit of a description of this animal. It has two horns that are slightly curved. It gets to up to nearly 220 pounds. And it became extinct in 1999. And so what they did was they did 57 implants. Of those 57 implants, 7 resulted in pregnancies. 6 of those pregnancies resulted in miscarriage. One clone was carried to full term. And so the mother was a mix of goat and Spanish ibex. And the baby, when it was born, was 4.5 pounds. One of the scientists held it in his arms, and it states that the way he describes it, it grotesquely jutted its tongue in and out, trying to take in air. The baby lasted for 10 minutes. It suffocated. I believe in stem cell research, which has been proven effective. I believe that we should venture into learning more about animals, but I think we should venture into the animals that are still living. And what's kind of disturbing to me is that they created an animal for it to suffer. Now, there's a few concerns. When you're bringing back these animals using the DNA of their ancestors, the DNA has not created any types of barriers or defense mechanisms against the many innumerous diseases that we have now. And that's an issue with a lot of populations of people who've been extinct, who've become extinct, who vanished off the face of the earth. It was because of new diseases. Did we forget the Trail of Tears? For those of you who do not know what the Trail of Tears is when they took the Indians, they gave them the blankets that were infected from smallpox from the soldiers that had died and killed them with smallpox by purposely infecting them. They wiped out millions, hundreds of thousands of people. And so, what are they going to do in order to protect these animals from these new diseases that have been created? What are they going to do in order to assure that these animals are going to be able to survive? Because obviously, they missed a big boat here. So I don't know. And then I want to know what impact it's going to have on human beings. Is it going to impact us and our lives in the way that we live our lives on a daily basis? If so, what precautions are going to be taken for that? And number 3, what assurance do we have that some mad scientist somewhere is not going to make like some T-Rex slash woolly mammoth slash Siberian tiger slash raptor? Like, I don't know. To me, we should really. There's a lot of implications, and this was brought to me by somebody who I have these kind of conversations with all the time. And I'd heard about it. I think the Young Turks have talked about it, and as I was thinking about it, it really grabbed me. Like, is this right? I mean, I'm a spiritualist. I'm a metaphysician. So I want to think about what my decisions and my actions are going to have on the rest of the world, on the rest of the people, on the rest of society, on the rest of my environment. And I don't know if I really want Tyrannosaurus Rexes walking around or woolly mammoths like running, or raptors, or I don't know. And this story made me sad because I could see the little baby goat trying to breathe, and I don't know. This is one of those things where it takes deep self-reflection. Make sure you click on the next video, which is going to be to date in history and law in the new segment with me and Mr. DJ Rant called Chop It Up. So stay tuned for Chop It Up on Big TV. Make sure you subscribe whatever device you own. It's somewhere. It's somewhere. Word. So look for it. Click it. Like it. Love it. Share it. Go.